Evening, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, very well, Smithy. Evening, how we doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Right. We had our first game at home on Saturday. New league, new division. How did you feel that went at that new level?
Delighted with the performance, if I'm being honest. I think that we dominated in all areas. I thought we really started on the front foot. The tempo was great. Kept the ball really well for 70 minutes. Um, and then maybe fitness levels dropped off. But overall, really, really pleased with the performance. I think that Shipston they'll be up there this season. They're a good side, really well organised, hard to break down. But we played through the thirds great, and I thought that we broke them down really well. So yeah, in terms of first game, yeah, excellent. Integrating a few new faces as well, which was nice to see, and some old faces that haven't had the best of pre-seasons due to commitment. But yeah, overall, yeah, absolutely delighted with that.
Overall, what were the main sort of positives that you took from that game?
I think that's just what I just said, really. I mean, for 70 minutes, we kept the ball really well, and the tempo was excellent. So I couldn't ask for any more than that out of the players. I think we were disciplined out of possession. We kept it compact. Yes, the pitch does help us. It is quite tight, but probably more so from last season as well. It's nice to see us getting crosses in the box. We created so many opportunities like that. It's just now that we need to then make sure that we do hit the danger areas and that we do flood the box and we do have men in there. So that's something to work on. But yeah, lots of positives to take.
I remember you saying after the game that in a way it felt like a defeat because we conceded late on. Is that still the reaction now we're a couple of days on?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I still think so. It does feel like a loss. And that's not me being negative towards the team, and I'm certainly not annoyed by how they played or anything like that. Um, the reason why it feels like a loss is because we did play so well and we did create so many chances. But the harsh reality of football is, it's cliche, but if you don't put your chances away, you don't win games, do you? So goals win football matches, and that was certainly the story on Saturday. So yeah, it does feel like a loss. It definitely is 2 points dropped, but if I look at the positives and I have to, it was a top side that we played against, well organised, and to dominate for large parts of the game. Yeah, I'm delighted with that.
A couple of knocks from Saturday. Any update on those? I think it was McCade and Ryan.
Yeah, McCade and Ryan, that's right. Yeah, I mean Ryan was more precautionary. If we're being honest, he hasn't been involved too much of pre-season, so he's probably playing a little bit of catch up. Just felt his I'm not. I think it might have been his hamstring, just tweak a little bit. So it's more precautionary than anything. He felt that he couldn't continue the game, so we took him off. He's absolutely okay. He's actually not available this weekend, which is great because it gives him another week's rest, to be honest with you. But he'll be in training. And McCade, it's his knee again. Unfortunately, he struggled a little bit last season with that, and it's a bit of a recurring injury. However, he will be in training this week, and we'll assess it, and that's all we can say really from here. We'll just go from there.
Finally, what's the sort of message to? Well, it says here the squad, but I don't really want to say. What's the message to the supporters about not just Saturday, but looking ahead to the season?
Well, I mean, firstly, when we're talking about supporters, and everyone involved in the club, really, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone involved in this club. Um, from the chairman to the board of directors, the volunteers, supporters, the coaching staff, players, everyone's played their part to make this first season magical, and ultimately have played a huge part in the off season to make sure that this second season was doable as well. So, you know, all the work that goes behind the scenes doesn't go unnoticed at all. And actually, it's a huge driving factor for myself and the coaches to really work hard and, get the best out of the team so we can put a performance on for match days. Now, we all know the support's just incredible for Whitney from the minute go. We've had hundreds and hundreds come down on match days to watch us. Everywhere we go, we have more support on the away fan, being the away fans, and yeah, it's just incredible, really. But in terms of where I see this team going, I think you saw glimpses of it on the weekend, how we want to play. Um, so, we are a possession-based side. We do like to dominate possession. However, we are quick on the transition from defence to attack. We do like to express ourselves in the final third and, cliche, but hopefully get you off the edge of your seats. We are exciting to watch, I like to think. So moving forward, there'll be plenty of that. There'll be lots of goals. There'll be lots of highs, hopefully little lows. And yeah, come the end of the season, we can be where we want to be.
I think for me, Ben, that pretty much sums up what my next question was going to be. So overall, I'd just like to say thank you for joining me this evening and see you on Saturday at Kidlington.
Smithy, it's always a pleasure having you. And yeah, thanks for this evening.